Hey guys, Kettle5 here, and today we're here with Class 4 here at the Classic Classic Le Mans. And it is by the way, just to tell you, these are 80, well I gave you roughly 10 years, so 90 to 2000. These cars were, so these are 1990 to 2000, that's why it says 90 to 00, because that is 90 to 2000, but we do have some cars from 88, 89 as well, so kind of I wasn't going to put 89 to today, but if you don't know what I mean, then you get this when we go into the game. By the way, the date is completely wrong. It says this was 16th of the 6th, 2017. Yes, this wasn't. It's actually this year, so it's the same date we are now. Thank you, James, for putting all the comments in the comments. So we have GTOs, which are the 1980s and 1990 cars. We have your GT1s and LMP 900s, which LMP 9 it was on the side. So I just want to put your LMP. There's one of your GT1s. Look, they look like an LMP car, and these apparently were 1990s and 2000 to 2005. So pretty much the same kind of era, a little bit longer they lasted, but yeah. That car there and that car there is your LMP 1000 900s. Here's another one coming out now, an LMP 900. Just trying to find another one for you to show you if there's any other bodywork. Yeah, there is. Look, you're looking at it now. Another LMP 9, which is here. Look, now we're looking at it now. Beautiful car, the Bentley is there. And another 9 right now we're looking at there, and I think there's another 9 as well. But GTOs, we have loads of GTOs as well. Don't get me wrong, there's loads of GTOs here as well. So 20 cars racing in a 20 lapper around here. I think it's 20 laps, I can't remember now how many laps it was. Let me just have a look actually. It won't say, it'll tell you after qualifying, guys, so we'll get to see a couple laps. But GTA, that's a GT1s. Just look at the car we're looking at now, look at it. Look how beautiful that car looks. I don't know what it is, it could be a Benz, it could be a Mercedes, but that looks sweet. That's another GT1 now. They look sweet. Now we're looking at a Lamborghini in the GTO category, so we have a GTO Lamborghini now coming around the circuit, just haven't got the map on, so there's a few more cars who haven't really started their laps pretty much. They're now just getting onto that main back straight, which is starting a lap pretty much quickly. And there he is. Another GTO there, look, which looks like a to be honest with you, it looks like a old IndyCar slash NASCAR kind of car, but it's not really. And there's another Lamborghini, but we do have, there it is, the car that I like, and it's the last one on the circuit, but there it is. It's like a, what's the word? Yeah, that one. I can't even find another one can have that car. I don't think we have another one, so if that's... I think, yes, you're looking like that's the only one in LMPO. But anyway, we'll walk through the drivers quickly for you, because I want to tell you, and I want to tell you how many categories we've got. So we've got 6 LMP9, 7 GTOs and 7, what? How does that work? How have we got 7 in each? Oh yeah, 21 of us. Never mind, forgot what I was about to say there. But we have Dirk, Derek, Mitchell, Save Liverpool, I can pronounce it like that, Mark, David, as it's just about to start raining, I think, on this game, Neville, Gregory, I don't know how to say that, Richard, Jay, Joseph Zubnik, wow, David, Kieran, Graham, Adam, Jorg, Adelaide, Mark, Tony, Christoph, and that is it. Nice to see them all going around. The leader on the road, I'm trying to find it, is your, as I said, was your 5th in the position in this whole thing, which is David Ham, who has a lead, just to tell you by the way of what he's driving. He has David Ham has a lead of 44 seconds over the car behind him, which is, he's there, look, let's try and find second. He's there, look, in the Bentley. Oh my goodness, he's got a gap. But it doesn't matter if you've got a gap or not. It's about you trying to do one lap. And that's all we get is one lap today, guys. They will get one lap of the circuit and that will be it. So to prove to me, one flying lap is all they get, and they will. So, I'll tell you now, your 900s can do a 3-minute 5. Your GT1s can do 3-minute 20s, or say around 3 minutes something as well. GTO around 310 to 350, so they are pretty much all the same speed, except we have 10 to 20, about 15 seconds a lap quicker than LMP900s compared to GT1s. So GT1s and LMP900 pretty much similar speeds, and then your GTOs round about 10 minutes slower than them. So they're not too slow, they're about 10 seconds slower, so not minutes. I was about to say minutes there, but it's not. Let's get me calmed down. I'm a bit just talking about that, but let's tell you what happens anyway. In your GTO category, I'm surprised to tell you this, but in your GTO category, you won Audi Quattro, is it? Or Audi, the only Audi in this race, which is 13th. So Kieran's leading the championship in that one by, well, leading this weekend. It's one event weekend it is, so it's like it's the final weekend of the thing. It's like a special event here at Le Mans with Le Mans Classic, and they've done 2 races so far this class. We have one yesterday, one earlier this morning, and one today, and he's leading it by 5 points. He is over Mark, who's 4th in position, so leading it over this car here. You can see right now, which is a LMP, which is a GT1 or Sports. Goes past it. Look, there we go. Very quick layout. Say not quick, but quick. And then behind, after that, it is Tony, who is in 19th on your timing sheet, and there he is in that car. So it's a mixture of the top 3. The mixture are that I'm just going to say top 3 in each category for now. So this weekend, 5th, who we're looking at right now, who is quite quick actually into this corner and is pulling away from the rest of the field. He is still pulling away. He is going to get the first lap in. Let's see what the lap is actually, because then we can judge what we've got for LMP Sports. Yeah, LMP, I did say LMP 900s were quicker, not by much though. Their comparison there on this wet doesn't surprise me. But so in your GT1, who are we looking at? David is quickest, then it is where is he? The car that I was about to show you and talk about. This is it. About to come to the line now. Look, here it is. Whatever that contraption is. He's second for some strange reason. this one coming up as third and this one coming up as fourth. So there you go, that's that. Anyway, in your 900s, it's a really mixed up thing because go from third to the top. Neville is third. Then it's Adam, who is the car we're looking at now. Look, there he is. And then it's David, who's top only by approximately, just tell you, David's only top by like 2 points. So not a lot at all really. Let's see where the last GTO is. The last in GTO man will get a lap. He will, just, I think. So everyone got a lap in there, they did. Except one in GTO, I think, yep, and it took Kieran. No, Kieran did get a lap in, but it was invalid. It was an invalid lap, guys. I don't know why, but it was. So, let's sort of through that here, look. So, in your 900s, we have... 1 second, guys. Sorry, what was that? Was that somebody watching? No, it wasn't. Okay. But David from Sevlical, I call him that, from Adam, from Neville, from Jay, from Mark, and then in your one GT1s, it's David, Zubninik, from Mitchell, then it's Richard, sorry, Graham, and then Christoph, and then Adelaide. I think it's Adelaide, I can't really pronounce that, but yeah, there they are. And then here we go in the GTOs, it's Tony, Gurgley, as I say it, Jorg, Mark, Joseph, Derek, and 20th and finishing last is Kieran, but because he didn't do a lap, well, he did do a lap. He did a lap which was a 1:40. He did a lap, I'll tell you now the lap, 1:45.8, but apparently it was disqualified due to he didn't have enough. He went off the track twice or something, just went off the line. Bullshit excuse for the marshals to give and the track course people, but apparently that's what happened, and he has to pay you pay fines for that, guys. You don't pay fines, but you pay the fine of not getting a lap qualifying. So 1 second, guys, just going to look up something quickly, just see if we are actually live still, because my stream's just going a bit crazy. Right, are we live? Let's have a look. Does it show? Yeah, by the way, guys, if you want to see my Instagram, it's in the description. So is Twitter, so is Twitch. So go to them, please. Yep, we are live, and Billy O'Connor says, can't wait for race. Thank you. Race should be good. Thank you, guys, for saying all this. Let's go into it then. How many laps is it actually? We need to check. It's 20 laps, so each lap takes about... Okay, I'll think about this logically here. So 20... divided, say it's 3 minutes 10 a lap. What? Sorry, 20 times 3.10 times 20. You're looking about an hour race, guys. An hour race around here for these historic cars. Doesn't give me too much confidence really, and I don't even know what time it is really now. Let's have a look. It's nearly 8:30, so we've got to 9:30 tonight. Yeah, to race. There's just now the screen comes back on and shows you what the screen actually is, and yeah. So as I said, It's so it's LMP 900s in the lead from GT1s, from GTOs, and it should be crappy race. So it should. I'm actually gonna apparently be racing in this. Well, I'm not racing in this, guys. Just get you clarified here. I'm just gonna do this and back out. And we're green, and away go your LMP 900. Down they go. Look, we can see them all now. Look, having a cracking start they have here. All of them have here gone away. Now we're looking at your GT1s. Great start from them as well. Into corner one, they head, and they are looking super quick. They are here as they head out now. Goes the number 5 machine there. Now we head to your GTOs, and here they are now, your GTOs coming out the corner. Now they are showing you off the bit of information they can do here is there's the only Audi in the race. We will be doing a full out. I was going to plan to do an Audi and like Renault, and I'm doing another Mercedes car, which is a racing one like this, but sadly they don't do that anymore. It is a Quattro, it is an Audi Quattro, okay. He's not actually last by much, but he is last because we head back up to your top of the field now, who are still spread out pretty much. Your GT, your LMP9s are spread out a little bit, not too much spread out I've got to say, as the LMP9 now looks to have got the inside line. He nearly kisses the car there in front of him, which is a surprise, but yeah, so it's 7th on the road we're looking at, so it's Mark and wow, the GT1 of David gets past because he's the only one in GT1 who was in a proper looking LMP car, but the 900s, you can say, look, is on board, look, is a glider, and as you say into the corner, look, doesn't glide, well, nearly glide past him. There's a little bit more room before he got to that corner, guys. He would have got past there, but sadly he didn't. So we are looking pretty much at a clear race. For the perspective of this, here he goes again then to try and get past the GT1 into the corner. He brakes but can't do it there, and now gets the throttle down again, does that GT1, and the LMP 900 gets away as well. The LMP 900 is because these are 1990 to 2005 cars. LMP 900 are the GT1s are 1900 to 19 to 2000, so quite a range of them here really in this race. As he goes now to the inside line, now into the braking zone, will he get past here? He does, because they touch and the car spins. I don't know where the car's going, Ham, so let's just check if Ham actually gets back going. He does. The next car flies away now as well. Now he flies away, and now we look at the GTO category. We have a gap to the leader here, but not by much. Oh, actually, it's a big gap to the top two. My goodness me, these two this weekend have been racing good. They finished fourth in the first race. They as I want to explain, this car we're looking at now, 14th, who is Gregory. He came first in the first race of the weekend, and then came 3rd and 5th, and then second, who is of course Tony, came 2nd, 5th and 5th. Not too bad really. But look at the rest of the field now who are down here. What a move he's done there. He must have had some damage or something, must have had somebody problem, because the Audi Quattro is now up the field a lot there. He's up now to 4th, which is good for him it would be, as we now look at the LMP 900, who I think is coming into the pits. He is coming into the pits, the LMP 900, so he must have a problem with his car. But apparently this race is a one mandatory pit stop. I didn't tell you, but there is one mandatory pit stop, so they all come in and do that random laps, and they'll all be back out to do racing, so it will all add up to what I mean in the race. But there's the top two that together still they are here, which of course, if we don't know who the top two are in this race, it's David and Sevlical, or you call him Tom, Sevlical. Sevlical, who is of course Atlantic, who is of course coming from one of the countries, Finland or Denmark. It's Denmark, sorry, he comes from Denmark, so I can't really pronounce that name. But he goes side by side now with the leader. He does here, and I think he's going to get through. Is he? They touch, but he doesn't get through there. He doesn't, and it's still kind of keep David in the lead here. Who these two are the two who I would say to you, right? They're going to be top of this tables. You wait and see, and they prove it. They do each time. Third position actually looks pretty quick. He does. So we go on board with third now in the Bentley car, Bentley's sister car. This is the sister car. This is one of the cars which I didn't tell you about, but I'm just going to find it now. So he is a sister car to this car here in the GT1 category. So he's not a GT1, I don't think. No, he's not. But he is a GT1 replica car, which is not a GT1 of course, and he is add-on as the cars that are in the pits are now making them out of the pits. Won't get lapped of course this lap, they won't even get lapped in a couple of laps. The cars who are now popping away at the pits here, the GTOs. Just checking who actually is in the GTOs, if the car Audi comes, yeah, still in fourth the Audi is, not looking too bad. There's still two in the pits actually, waiting for a little bit of bodywork damage to come on. They will literally be out the pits by the time these will get to the next chicane like that, the next bit. So when these guys get to the next big corner section, these two hopefully will be making them at the pits. And I'm correct in that, I'm correct in what I said, because one of them is anyway heading up the pits as I say that, and he's going to get a little gap, not a big gap. I would say it's about a 5-second gap I would say to this car here. Maybe he's retired this car, I wouldn't be sure if he has or not, as I think we've had an overtake. No, we still have the same. Tom is still second. Well, he's not named, he's not Tom, but you know, I call him Tom because you can't pronounce his first name. I butcher names, I'm sorry. I can read, I can say stuff beautifully, I can read properly. There's some things that I can't, do you know some names, some stuff that you haven't read in ages and you can't read it, yeah. It's like that. I've got dyslexia a little bit, but, you know. Out the pits now we go. Look, so he is about 20 seconds away from he's about 30 seconds away from getting lapped, so he could be lapped in a bit, but not yet he won't be. It's a good sign because Tom is the guy who's looking to battle with this guy, looks like he could do. And the GTO car here, the LMP, sorry, 900 here, the one we haven't looked at, really looks like a sweet car. It looks like a LMP, doesn't look like an LMP, it looks like a Sports 200 car, the one I talk about all the time, if you don't know what I talk about. Neville, sorry, as he comes across line now. He's only 45 years old, this Neville guy, but he is quick in that car, and he does produce time after time good positions. He's fourth at the moment. Here come your LMP1, here come your GT1, coming with the fast pace. I think these are all Mercedes cars. Can't quite tell, but it looks like from the car at the front of the old Mercedes. Then the other LMP 900 there. Then it's some more GT1s who are having a good time. They are GTOs, some great GTO battle in here. These two here have not come into the pits yet, but they're looking pretty sweet where they are right at the moment. Let's see if second can actually get past. We'll go on board actually with second for a second. He's closing the gap up quickly. Second is here. Will he look to jump to the inside line or go to the outside line? He's staying on the same line he's now. Go to the inside line, look at this. He looks like he's got through here, he does. But I don't think he has because the same position again. But he does. What a move there. It's put David Sharp plus down, he does, and Sable has gone to the lead of this race. And it's annoying to say the least that is, but puts the heart out there to say he's got this race pretty much covered. We go back to GTO field leaders, and they're nowhere near each other. They have a gap of 2 seconds to each other, a gap of 2.4 seconds, so not looking too bad, 2.4 seconds, but it is a gap at the end of the day. Then it's your GTO next car, then it's your LMP, then there's loads. I've got to say this, there is loads of there's two, sorry, GT1s, and then there's loads of GTOs who are now coming to the line. One GTO, I'll tell you now, is we're looking at now is the Ferrari GTO, and it is that number 40? Yeah, number 40, the Ferrari GT car. This is. It's a. Do you know the Ferrari F40? There's that car, and he's now heading into the complex section here. I don't know what the corners are here, but he's exiting into this section here, about 10 seconds ahead of your. There they are, LMP 900 leaders. So yeah, 10 seconds ahead. He's not looking too far ahead. He's not, as you can see, the rest are heading around now to complete the laps off. As there is still a battle here with the GTO, with GT1 last place, and he's done it. He's still done it there. He has, and I would say that David has got past Adelaida, and he's got past her or him for being really good cheeky there he has. But let's have a look at Alan P1 and see if we're leading to actually going to make a mistake or not, because we're looking back at second now, who is coming down the Porsche straight now, and if the Porsche curves any minute he will. And he, of course, and it isn't a wet Mercedes, thought it was. It doesn't actually. He wants to overtake the car in front. Just check who it is quickly, because I'm butchering names tonight. Sorry, I do apologise, guys. But it is, of course, Zia. Yeah, Zia, the guy I can't pronounce his name anyway. Zemek and Mitchell. Who wants to get past Mitchell here? Zemek does. Don't believe why he's on board his bonnet cam here, and then we go back down here and turn off the timings and go now off the bonnet camera, and they're now ticking away. They are now they have to come into the pitch once this way. If you don't come into the pitch, you get penaltied. Here's the leader of this race. He's only on lap 4 of this race. Last place now, heads out the last corner now, heads out the about 4th corner now, and now starts his descent down. I'm going to actually show you that, because he's now starting his descent down this long Moulin Straight. He is. That's a good. If I butcher that name, I do apologise. But Moulin Straight, and it's all because of a pit stop. He came into the pits, just wanted some tyres, had a little bit of damage to the front of his car, and he was in the pits for 20 seconds. He was in the pits for 30 seconds. He was in the pits for nearly a minute, which I don't think is a lot. I'll show you, look, we'll show you in a second, look, we will. So he comes past us now, and you just missed it, but just coming out of the corner, you're just about to hear that you were your leaders, so not that far away there, no? But he's got back through. So Tom somewhere made a mistake and he got back through, he did, so good old job there it is, as we now look at your GT1 lead in battle here, look, which is your two Mercedes here going to go side by side. No, they're quite far away from each other actually. And here we're looking, waiting for, here he is, it's third, quite happy. And then it's your Alan P, then it's your Alan P900. See, the Alan P, they're pretty similar times. Got to give you credit to that, I have. So if you look at your leader now in this whole entire race, gonna head into the corner now. He is here, which is about 4 seconds. He will be now. Look, there he is. There's your last position, and it doesn't surprise me as he heads around the next corner now. Last position does. He'll be lapped by the time they get to the next couple of corners. So the next, the next corners, which is like you turn left, you turn right, and then you have after this corner here. Well, they and this bit we're going to now, he may be lapped just after these. So what he's probably going to be lapped in is there's a little straight now, then there's a little S section before you go into a bit where you cut off and then go into the actual Ford S's. You might be lapped just before them, but the battle for the lead is still hotting up. Here it is. It's 3 from 1. Wait, actually, what is it actually? Just clarify. What is the car numbers? As there's your leader, there's your last place flying past me now. It is 3 on that car, and second is 1. So it's 3 from 1, and they're trying to overtake, I think it's 40, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, 40. Trying to overtake 40 here. Into the S's they go now, just your last position. So he may actually manage to do a whole of this lap without getting lapped, but I don't think he will, because I think the blue flags will be out in about 30 seconds time, and they will be, but I don't think he'll let them pass, will he? He has to do his line that he wants to take, so the GTO, I mean, has to do the lines he wants to take, so it's up to the GTO which lines he takes though. These cars may be coming into the pits though, so don't quote that, I don't know what to say. But the blue flags are now out, so the blue flags are out, and they have to let the 2 leaders pass, he does. But will he? He does quite quickly let the leaders pass, so that's unbelievable. But he does manage to finish the lap he was on, so he manages to now head on to lap 4. He will, last position up. So he's now on lap 4 here out of this race. Is now the Bentley car, which of course, if you didn't know who he was in that car, of course, just to give you a clarification, is Adam Lindsay, coming not that far from where I live. He doesn't. He comes from near Hull. If you don't know where Hull is, it's a great place to go. It's not a great place to go, but he lives, if you want to know, near Beverley. So He now slides past there, gets past now, the last position now is lapped, and it's all happy days. Now the leader now has a gap again to the next one of about 10 seconds, so it's another 10-second gap here to the thingy. So it is Ferrari, Lamborghini, Audi, Lamborghini, then it's, I don't even know what the car is actually, and then the next one here, but he has the LMP9 right next to him here. Let's just check out, see if he's leading to, about to lap him, they are about to lap there in a second, so just bear in mind this battle quickly is just let the LMP get the rocket of power here. He does have the press the power button, there is a little extra power button here. As the top two side by side they go, top two side by side they go. Who's going to get the lead of this race? Is it still going to be the same order here? Is it going to be Tom? I'm thinking no, Tom's back to second, so Tom is the motor back to second, which is letting the Lamborghini push away it is. But here goes the battle we're looking at, the 12th battle. Still not through past that car is the LMP car, which should actually physically now be lapping last. Pretty much be lapping last, so I can't say much more than that. As into the pits now comes a GTO car, so that is third in GTO, which means that fourth in GTO, who is of course your Audi, may come into the pits in a second as well. But here comes the LMP car to the outside line now. He goes, and that is the quickest move I think I've ever seen done, and he's done it there. Now you're leading to, have they overtook that car? Yep, they have. They took over taking the Lamborghini. They have now a gap of 10 seconds, I'd say, before they head to the next one, and into the pits now is the Lamborghini, and into the last couple of corners now, hopefully overtaking this Lamborghini. Probably Lamborghini doesn't want him to, hopefully he's going to overtake him. Comes the Audi, and the Lamborghini now overtakes the Audi does, and the Lamborghini now puts the throttle down and is getting back going. So they're the next two on the agenda. They are actually, no they're not, sorry, just to quickly clarify. The next one on the agenda for the top two is fifth, who is the number 76 Lamborghini I don't know if it's a Murcielago, don't quote me on that, so I'm not going to say it. Mark, and yeah, he's a very, very talented driver there, he is, in that category there. So here are your top two cars who are looking like they're going to lap a car. Don't know if they're going to lap them, are they? No, they're coming actually to nearly overtake fourth here. This is unbelievable if they overtake the LMP9 in front of them, but I don't think they will, as the LMP9 now wants to really get past this Lamborghini in front of them. The blue flag have been fluttering for the last 5 minutes. So here we go, so to the LMP9. And finally gets past there, he does, but the Lamborghini now goes back to inside the road because I don't know if he's going to let them pass or not. And there's the LMP9 now quickly into the corner, braking in now. He does using the flick panel gear stick. One of the first ever LMP cars these are to use flick panels. They are in the 80s and 70s. They still had the gear stick where you just push forwards and backwards. They didn't have a flick gear stick till the 90s or late 80s. So I can't really say much more than that. But here's the top two. Look, it's still, and I'm going to say Mitchell in the lead from Zubanek I call him, as them two now fly down here. And Zubanek looks like he wants to get past actually. He does, and here he comes with Zubanek. Can he close this gap up? But will, I've got to say, the car here close the gap up to the LMP? I don't think he will. These gaps here, no, actually this gap is closing. This gap is closing to the car in front. It's all because of braking zones, and the LMP now flies away, it does, so it flies actually, the LMP does. Let's see what the leader is on the road compared to the lap car. Actually, he's not that far from the Lamborghini, the LMP isn't. Sorry if I rustled my mic there, I had a scratch in my ear, so I just scratched it. But yeah, there it is. So still Tom in the lead, though, but it is Tom from David. David's been overtaken again, but David knows how to overtake, I think. He will, but he is 0.4 behind, so now 0.5. It is showing you how these races can race. It is, and these 20 laps gives you an idea of how powerful these cars are, and it really does prove to you the intimidation of how quick they are.